8 levels of dreams. Number 1, flash dreams. You're just about to check out for the day, sinking into that cozy, warm abyss between wakefulness and sleep. Then, out of nowhere, it happens. You get a sudden, vivid sensation of falling, and your entire body jolts you back to reality with a heart-thumping twitch. Or maybe you hear someone call your name with crystal clarity, even though you're alone in a silent room. You might even see a bizarre, fleeting image of a face, an animal, or a cascade of geometric patterns behind your eyelids. This isn't a dream, it's the opening act. Welcome to flash dreams, the strange sensory appetizers served up by your brain in a state known as hypnagogia. Think of it like this. Your conscious mind, the one that handles logic, reason, and reminding you not to wear socks with sandals, is clocking out. But your subconscious mind, the wild creative engine room, is just starting its shift. During this handover, the wires get crossed. The falling sensation, or hypnic jerk, is your motor cortex firing a stray electrical signal, and your dozing brain, ever the storyteller, quickly invents a reason. We must be falling. The disembodied voice or random image is your sensory cortex misfiring, like a bit of static on a radio between stations. These aren't narratives, they are the raw, unfiltered glitches of your consciousness shutting down, the weird and wonderful system errors before the main program loads. Number 2, light dreams. Once you've successfully navigated the initial glitches and slipped past the gates of sleep, you enter the realm of light dreams. These are the B-movies of your nightly film festival. They are short, nonsensical, and often completely forgettable. You might dream that you're at the grocery store buying milk from a talking cat, and then the scene cuts abruptly to you riding a bicycle made of licorice. There's no plot, the characters are inconsistent, and the logic is, well, non-existent. You often drift in and out of these dreams, and if you wake up, you might remember a single bizarre image before it evaporates like mist. These fragmented narratives typically occur during the early stages of non-REM sleep. This is your brain's housekeeping phase. It's busy sorting through the mountain of information you collected during the day, deciding what to keep and what to toss into the mental recycling bin. Think of your brain as a librarian tidying up after a busy day. It's not carefully reading each book, it's just grabbing stacks, sorting them into piles, and occasionally mumbling to itself. A light dream is you catching a glimpse of that chaotic sorting process. You're seeing the random connections being made and broken as memories are filed away. It's not meant to be a coherent story. It's the messy, behind-the-scenes footage of your mind getting organized. Number 3, vivid dreams. After the trailers, flash dreams, and the weird indie shorts, light dreams, you finally settle in for the main event. This is the primetime content, the big-budget production your brain has been working on all day. Welcome to the world of vivid dreams. These aren't just fragmented images, they are full-blown narratives with a beginning, a middle, and sometimes, if you're lucky, an end that isn't you falling off a cliff. You are the star, the director, and the audience, all at once. The colors are saturated, the sounds are crisp, and you can feel the sun on your skin or the fear in your gut. This is your brain's IMAX theater, and it happens during a special stage called REM, or rapid eye movement sleep. During REM, your brain activity goes wild, lighting up almost as much as when you're awake. But here's the clever part. Your brainstem paralyzes your voluntary muscles, a feature called muscle atonia. This is a crucial safety mechanism to prevent you from physically karate chopping your bedside lamp while dreaming you're a ninja. In this state, your mind is free to construct elaborate worlds and intricate plots. It's a powerful simulator where you can practice social interactions, solve problems, or fly over your city. These dreams are where you might find yourself having a deep philosophical conversation with your childhood dog or trying to escape a library where all the books are slowly turning into cheese. It feels utterly real because, to your dreaming brain, it is. Number 4, nightmares. Now, let's venture into the darker corner of the cinematic universe your brain creates. A nightmare is essentially a vivid dream that took a sharp turn into a horror movie, and you're the star who can't find the exit. The production quality is just as high, the details are sharp, the emotions are potent, but the script is filled with fear, anxiety, grief, and a palpable sense of threat. You're being chased, you're trapped, you're falling from an impossible height, or you're watching something terrible happen and you're powerless to stop it. The feeling of dread is so intense it can often blast you right out of sleep, leaving you with a racing heart and a lingering sense of unease. But nightmares aren't just your brain being a sadist. They are often a direct, if heavily symbolized, reflection of your waking anxieties. That monster chasing you? It might be the embodiment of an upcoming deadline, a difficult conversation you've been avoiding, or a financial problem that feels like it's nipping at your heels. The classic dream of your teeth falling out isn't about dental hygiene. It's often tied to feelings of powerlessness, a loss of control, or stress about your appearance. Your brain is a master of metaphor. It takes your abstract, real-world fears and gives them fangs and claws, forcing you to confront them in the dead of night. It's your mind's brutally honest and frankly terrifying way of flagging an issue that needs your attention. Number 5. Recurring dreams. You know the feeling. The scene starts and a dreadful sense of familiarity washes over you. Oh no, you're back in your childhood home, but the hallways are a maze. Or you're on stage, about to give a speech, but you've forgotten your lines and also you're not wearing any pants. Or you're trying to run away from something, but your legs feel like they're wading through thick molasses. This isn't a new premiere. This is a recurring dream, the syndicated rerun that your brain insists on airing, sometimes for years. It's the same setting, the same characters, and the same rising feeling of anxiety every single time. Your brain isn't just being lazy or unimaginative here. According to many psychologists, a recurring dream is your mind's way of hitting you over the head with a message. It's a bright flashing neon sign pointing to some piece of unfinished business in your life. This could be an unresolved conflict from your past, a persistent stressor in your present, or a deep-seated emotional pattern you haven't addressed. Think of it as a bug in your psychological software that your mind keeps trying to patch by running a diagnostic test over and over again. The dream is a simulation of the problem, and it will keep replaying until you finally learn the lesson, solve the puzzle, or deal with the underlying issue in your waking life. So, the next time you find yourself unprepared for that same impossible exam, maybe ask yourself, what in my life am I feeling unprepared for right now? Number 6. Lucid Dreams. Now we move from the dreams that happen to you to the dreams that you can happen to. Imagine you're in the middle of a typically bizarre dream, say, you're having tea with a flock of penguins on the moon. Suddenly, a spark of awareness flickers in your mind. You look at your hands, then at the penguins, and a thought crystallizes with thrilling clarity. Wait a second, penguins don't drink tea. This has to be a dream. In that moment of realization, everything changes. You've just gone lucid. A lucid dream is any dream in which you are aware that you are dreaming. This awareness is the key that unlocks a whole new level of interaction. You're no longer just a puppet being pulled along by the whims of your subconscious plot. You've just become the director, the screenwriter, and the special effects supervisor, all while still being the star. The level of control can vary. For a beginner, it might just be the ability to calm down during a nightmare, realizing the monster isn't real. For a seasoned lucid dreamer, it's a fully interactive, hyper-realistic virtual reality sandbox. You can decide to fly over the lunar landscape, change the penguins into astronauts, or conjure up a slice of your favorite pizza just by thinking about it. People practice techniques like reality testing and dream journaling to trigger lucidity, using it to conquer fears, spark creativity, or simply experience the ultimate freedom of a world bound only by their own imagination. Number 7. Shared Dreams. Now we're stepping out of the well-documented territories of neuroscience and into the mysterious, foggy borderlands of human experience. This is the level of dreaming that makes scientists raise a skeptical eyebrow and storytellers lean in with excitement. The concept of a shared or connected dream is exactly what it sounds like. Two or more people experiencing the same dream on the same night, sometimes even interacting with each other within that dream world. It's an intoxicating idea, the ultimate form of intimacy or connection, a private multiplayer server for the subconscious. People in close relationships, like twins, partners, or lifelong friends, are the most common reporters of this phenomenon. Before we get carried away, let's be clear. From a scientific standpoint, there is zero verifiable proof that this actually happens. No one has ever documented a shared dream under controlled laboratory conditions. So what's going on? The most likely explanation is a combination of coincidence and the power of suggestion. People who are incredibly close share a massive pool of common experiences, inside jokes, and anxieties. Their brains are using the same set of building blocks to construct their dreams. It's not so surprising then that they might independently produce dreams with very similar themes. When they talk about it the next morning, "That's so weird, I dreamt about a boat in a storm too." Their memories can subtly influence each other, filling in the gaps to make the dreams sound even more identical than they actually were. So, while it may not be true telepathy, it's a powerful testament to just how deeply our lives and minds can sync up with the people we care about most. Number 8. Transcendent Dreams. Finally, we arrive at the rarest and most profound level of dreaming. This isn't just a dream, it's an experience. A transcendent or symbolic dream is one that feels more real than reality itself. You don't just wake up from it, you feel as though you have been awakened by it. These are the dreams that people remember for their entire lives, the ones that can leave a lasting impact on their beliefs, perspectives, and life direction. The emotional weight is immense, but it's not the raw fear of a nightmare. It's a sense of awe, revelation, or deep cosmic significance. These dreams speak in the language of powerful universal symbols, what the psychoanalyst Carl Jung called archetypes. You don't dream about your boss, you dream about a wise king. You don't dream about your anxiety, you dream about navigating a labyrinth. These dreams feature mythological creatures, godlike figures, or vast cosmic landscapes that seem to tap into a collective human heritage. It feels less like a story your brain made up and more like a message you've received from the deepest, oldest part of your psyche, or for the spiritually inclined, from the universe itself. Whether it's a dream that grants you a sudden solution to a life-altering problem or one that simply fills you with an unshakable sense of peace and purpose, the Transcendent Dream is the grand philosophical art house film of your mind. It's a powerful reminder that tucked away in your sleeping brain is a capacity for meaning and wonder that rivals the greatest stories ever told. That's all for today. I'll be making similar videos in the future. Subscribe to see them.